Hello guys, so this is the second session. This is an extension of the first one though. Okay, so in the first one I've pointed out how you find strong buy and sell zones. Hmm? And hopefully you've been able to understand that. So now in this second session rather, we are going to add something more to our trading plan. This is going to be an addition to your overall trading plan based on whatever we've studied, because it gives you more reason to execute a certain trade, and it's very, very important. So we are looking at, well, hopefully you can all see my screen. Again, if you can't hear me, or if you can't see my screen, you raise your hand or send your complaint via chat. I'll be able to adjust. So what we are looking at is Commission of Traders report, okay, and how to use it. So this is a bit standard, but in the forthcoming sessions, I'll look at it precisely alone. All right. So what is the Commission of Traders report? So guys, I need you to know that Forex being the largest financial market available, it has to be regulated. Okay, it has to be regulated, otherwise people are going to make money legally, and you won't be able to know it. Okay, so there is a body that regulates that. Okay, and its numbers, which are detailed under the Commission of Traders report, they give you the statistics of the performance of each company, every registered trading company, trading firm, trading association, whatever. They are all registered, and what they do, they 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 give in all statistics for their trades. Okay, how they traded, they have to send in all that kind of proof. Now this data is taken by this body. Okay, and it's listed. So this data shows you uh, the what it shows you is very interesting, and it's what we're going to look at and how we use it to our advantage. Okay, so I believe by now you have more than one, more than enough uh, reasons you might enter a trade, considering you already understand the buy and sell zones. Mhm. You understand market bias and how to point it out. Mhm. So we're going to keep adding and adding onto our trading plan, okay, until you have more than enough confluence. Remember, the more confluence you have, confluence is when you have many factors leading to the same call. When you have more than many factors leading to the same call, you're bound to be successful in whichever order you make. Okay, don't just short a trade because it has broken out of trend line, it has formed your favorite pattern, or something, and then you say, oh, it has formed it. So try, if you have more knowledge available to you, try to test the other factors. Okay, so I didn't want to bring this in at this time, but since it was requested, we shall just look at it anyway. So you can go to Google and read about the CFT. What I did is give you a brief intro to it. Okay, and you should be able to type in this Commission of Traders report. The first result you find is usually it will give you the CFT. Okay. So come on. So guys, as that loads, let's let me finish up with our chat. So guys, and when I forgot to tell you one thing, when a zone is very strong, it usually holds till the left. So you see this zone we just marked out. If you look on the left, let's continue going to the left, to the left, to the left. Yeah, we moved until we found a new peak. There was a very significant peak at this point. And I marked this out. This is on a 4 hour though. Okay, so on the left, we still have another peak. So you see these peaks join together and form very strong buy and sell zones. Okay, until you come to the current market price. Okay, so you need to explore your chart as much as you can. Oh my god. Internet.
Cardi B. Yo, then Cardi B is good in Nigeria.
I don't know. Dude, my network has jammed. But at least budget is loading. So guys, CFT's type in commission traders report for some reason. My my network has jammed loading it, but we can get the summary for that. What do you type in? You type in batchat.com. Okay. So when you type in batchat.com, you should be able to get a summary. So this is more like a direct section to it. So you'll find something like this. So these are traders reports for these. You see these commodities. Okay. So what we're dealing with rather are currency pairs. So we want to look for currency pairs. You won't find them here. So since I'm recording this, if you do not remember, you just come back to the video and watch what I did. So you have to come under currencies, okay? And under the drop down, just look for commitment of traders, okay? Once you find commitment of traders, you want to go to the legacy report. So the commitment of traders, this will give you the overall uh, description, what I just told you to search for. So you want to come to the legacy report. The legacy report is going to give you the numbers. All right. So let me show you how you analyze them and use them to your advantage. And by the way, these numbers, each farm company I was telling you about sends in it sends in its numbers every Friday of the week. Okay. So you go into the next week knowing the overall bias for a specific pair. Okay, it helps you know like the strength, which pair ended the week strong, weak. Okay, so if it ended very strong, if it ended the week very weak, it means there is a reason why uh, people are trading against or buying against it. Okay, so you want to click under the detailed report. You want to click summary report. These are the real numbers, these numbers, but you want the summary report. All right. So summary report will give you what you want. Okay. Yeah. So summary report we even have Even if you don't like looking at numbers, you can just look at the net position. Okay. So let me show you. Let's begin with the first currency. So it goes all the way down. It's not very big, so I selected only currencies. So we have the AUD USD. This is the Australian dollar as the base trading against the US dollar. So it finished this week stronger than the US dollar. So they are kind of fighting. So hmm, it's more of a 60-40 thing. We have the Brazilian whatever. Never traded that though. We have the Canadian dollar trading against the US dollar. So the recent week ended with the CAD being stronger than the US dollar overall. Okay, so this is an indication that bias against the US dollar is still in favor of the CAD. Okay, and then we have the CHF USD, the Swiss franc, which is the CHF against the USD. So look at this. This is very important. So this is where you start noting down. Okay, before you go into the next week. Just look at the numbers. The overall bias is bullish. Hmm? It is bullish in favor of the USD. Hmm? So for some reason, the week ended with people selling the CHF against the USD. Okay, so so you mark this down. This is very important. So where is the next thing? You see the Euro USD. People were people were also selling the euro in favor of the USD. So USD is stronger than these two pairs. These are two pairs you note down in your book. And whichever kind of analysis we've been analyzing, I want you to go, you're going to go back to your pairs. And these are the candidate pairs to begin with. Okay? Because already here, you're likely to find the week ended when the CHF was in a downtrend. CHF, no, there is it's the pair is USD CHF. So in this case, it should have been rising because USD is the best currency there. So CHF being weak, this pair, if this pair ended with a bullish bias, it means when you go back to your chart, your trade, and this thing will begin moving tomorrow. You just it's more likely that you'll find a continuation pattern which is ready with a buy setup. So I've already highlighted for you something to look at, to analyze before tomorrow. Markets are opening in a few hours, so you can just note this. So the Euro USD also, this means Euro is weaker than USD. You can see the numbers. Uh, and then we have the Mexican peso USD. This pair is its symbol is USD-MXN. Okay, so you'll be able to see that the MXN is stronger than the USD because it's the base currency. So it's most likely going to pull this pair down. USD MXN is most likely going to be shorting for the coming week. Okay, so you want to look at the extremes. Now USD CHF. Okay, you see this. Now this means I already told you we had CHF USD here, and it was almost 100% in favor of the USD because the USD is the best. That's why it's red here. For the red means the base currency is weak. Okay, so you can see the same thing happening here. USD CHF. Now USD as a base currency is totally stronger than this pair. So this thing is most likely buying. It's most likely an uptrend. If it's not, it's most likely at the point of a breakout, and you have to look for a buy setup. Okay, so there's also USD MXN, same thing. This is the inverse. I just spoke about this. So Where is GBP? I do not see. So our GBP numbers are here. It's still 50-50 against the USD. So here you need to consider different factors. So let's begin with USD CHF, for example. So you come place in your currency pair USD CHF. USD CHF. I had some I had some analysis on this pair already, so but this was from last week. So let's stop here. This is on the daily. So let me zoom in. So let me zoom in. So guys, remember what I told you? Already we see an engulfing pattern here. So we mark this as a zone. This is a buy zone. So you begin doing your analysis. So I've come into this chart with an upper hand whereby I know the bias based off the CFT numbers. Okay, so I'm looking for buy setup. So this analysis, I must have done it on the smaller time frames. So in here, I had another buy zone. So most likely, based off the CFT numbers, what you see here, price is most likely going to push up. If it may push up, retest this zone, move back down, retest this zone, and then push up again, breaks past it, and continues with the overall bias. Since the US dollar is way stronger than the CHF. So, however, you come and start doing analysis on this. So this you guys can do analysis and try to see what will happen the coming week. So, but as you can see, I've totally zoomed out because I want to see the bias. I totally zoomed out. So, guys, you have to agree with me that so I see some peaks. This is on the daily. These are potential peaks. You have to point them out. Okay. So you zoom in until those peaks. So we have one here. I do not see an engulfing strong candle, but I do see one here. So I like to mark this. The doji, and then I write this down all the way. Okay, all the way. Okay, all the way. So you see, up to this point, that zone still held. So if we continue, that zone is very strong, guys. Okay, so we are continuing all the way until current market price, all the way, all the way. It's something around there. So all the way here. So guys, based off the CFT numbers, and given that the bias for this thing is bullish, it's supposed to move up and test this zone. Okay, so in this, the bias, you have to look out for the CPs it forms, and you have to be able to trade them. So I've already pointed out for you the bias for this trade. So we've analyzed two trades today in real time, and they're about to move in a few hours to come. You know the bias, so look for execution points. So let me go into the smaller time frames. So this is the 4-hour. Yeah, so price it has to move and test this zone. If it rejects it, it may, if indeed the numbers are the momentum comes with the right numbers, price will be able to break through. When it breaks through, yeah, you're sure of a continuous uptrend. It will keep on retesting and then it will continue. So this is the bias for, so it has to retest the previous zone, which is somewhere here. Okay, so on the 4-hour, I have an engulfing pattern right here. Look at this, it's right here. So I have one here, looking at this doji. No, it's a spinning top, not a doji. It has a very small body. Yeah, so I ride this all the way to the right. Okay. Okay. So this is another zone. So on the 4-hour, price has to move and test this zone first. Okay. It has to test that zone. It may retest. Okay. Until it finally breaks out. And then that's how we continue. Okay, so as it does this, it will be forming patterns. Patterns. Since it's an uptrend, you have to look for. Try to see whether you have some trend lines. Okay, so yeah, so that's how you use CFT data. It usually helps with bias most of the time. So hopefully the second session was to the team, most of you. So now you have an insight on how you can use CFT data to your advantage. So I would like to stop here for the second session. So let me unmute you guys so that you can ask me some questions. Probably.
We thank you.
We are done, Mose.
We thank you.
Yes, boss.
Yes, sir. Omukuru. Exactly. Yes, sir.
What's up? Obitegede.
Okonedde ddala ku nsonga.
Kyakabi.
So omanye ekiba kisinga ottawaanya is the fact that oluusi oyinza okugenda n'otunuulira the CFT and n'ogitunuulira yokka and you come and execute say a buy, then the thing goes in the opposite direction. Now you've made it very clear that you must wait for a setup. You must wait for a setup. Tokibuukira bubuukizi. Nkibuukidde emirundi egiwerako, and my friend, the result was very very mind blowing.
I know. So but what they are
thank you very much.
What they are pairs. Onanda banga nzigula. Omanye ekyokukola. Loading.
Ngenda full blast.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Checho.
Guys, thank you very much.
Wait a minute.
Kale.
Who else has questions?
Bwana Tamale.
Yes, boss.
probably the rest of the class should also tell us if whether they picked something.
I don't know whether they are able to communicate.
Tamale.
Yes, boss.
Tamale.
Yes, boss, nkuwulira.
Tulina kye tuggyeewo.
Yes, do you have any questions?
Nti ngamba tulina kye tuggyeewo.
Genda okoleko.
Essaawa eno mbadde ina katuteekako mu nkola tulabe.
Kale sebo. Kale sebo gun practice. Akatale kanaatera okuddamu okutambula so.
Mukaaga, musanvu. Musanvu zennyini. Is it?
I think some people are not able to communicate. So I don't know why.